The ABX Air pilot strike was cut short by a federal judge. It didn't even last 40 hours. These are pilots that are overworked. ABX Air needs to hire new personnel. Instead, they forced their existing pilots to fly quote-unquote emergency assignments. Only the emergency assignments never end. So the workers went on strike. And a federal court judge ordered them back to work. And now the pilots are at arbitration. In Kentucky, it's going to get a lot worse. We had a glimmer of hope with the Jim Beam Suntory workers on strike. They won big. They were out there in Claremont, Kentucky for about a week, and they won big. But these workers were not able to see their families. They weren't able to see their kids grow up. They were overworked. It was mandatory overtime. And they went on strike. And they gave a little glimmer of hope to the 16,000 plus distillery workers in Kentucky. But now we see the ABX Air strike, or attempted strike. And we see that Governor Matt Bevin now with a majority, Republican majority in the Kentucky State House, thanks to Sandy Overley and the failure that is the Kentucky Democratic Party and the soon-to-be failure that is the Kentucky Progressive Coalition that bows to that Democratic Party. We see that right to work is coming down the pike. And we're going to see less victories like we saw with the Jim Beam workers, and we're going to see more government intervention like we're seeing with the ABX Air pilot strike, and the unions are going to weaken. Collective bargaining is not going to mean the same thing. Progressives are going to bow to establishment Democrats. Republicans are going to have their way of the government in Kentucky and in Washington, D.C. And the workers are going to be on the losing end. Exploited, overworked, underpaid, underrepresented. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets any better.